Becky Lynch. That's the best you got. Becky fucking Lynch. When will WWE learn that they can rely on other women to hold that major title? To hold at least one major title? It's always the same women. Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Bianca, used to be Sasha, Bailey. It's always the same women. Especially Becky and Charlotte. Why do we need Becky as champion tonight? The very woman that Rhea beat at WrestleMania for a reason. Why did you give the belt to her? You could have gave it to Liv Morgan. You could have gave it to Nia Jax. Those were the two popular opinions or popular choices going into that match, but you choose Becky Lynch. Boring ass Becky Lynch. You see, I couldn't watch Raw in all of its entirety tonight because after I saw that result, I had no interest to watch. Because why should I? When they keep going through the same cycle over and over again. Why are you choosing Becky Lynch? Sure, she may be a hard worker. Sure, she may be reliable. But let me tell you something. Not everybody wants to see the same person over and over again. That's the reason we boo Charlotte. And now you're about to do the same thing to Becky Lynch. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Do you know that Becky was getting booed going into WrestleMania against Rhea Ripley? Do you not remember that? But this is the same woman you put the belt up on, right? Oh, Becky's the easy choice. We're going to give it to her. Why is the default always Becky and Charlotte? Why is the default always Becky and or Charlotte? Why other women can't pop up in your mind? See, this is why the women division lacks star power on Raw. Because you choose the same women over and over again. And you wonder why your division has no depth. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And it's funny because I thought Becky Lynch was going to be taking time off. That was my assumption. I thought she was going to be taking time off after WrestleMania, but I guess not. Becky, here's your title shot. Oh, I'm coming to work. This is boring as fuck, bro. It's the same fucking thing. We don't want Becky as champion. At least, you know what, in my opinion, and I see a lot of people online saying this, we don't want Becky Lynch as champion. She has had her time, bro. What is she, a 7-time champion now? We don't need her as champion. And yes, she may be holding that title till Rhea comes back. I can't take 4 months of Becky as champion. She's boring as fuck. And I'm going to stand by that opinion. She does nothing for me. So we lost Rhea just so we can get Becky. At the end of the day, WWE is constantly going to go with their favorite 4 women. Charlotte, number 1. Becky, Bianca, Bailey. That's it. And maybe Jade down the line. But it's the it's the same women. This is childish, bro. See, I used to think this was a Vince thing. I used to think Vince was the one that's always giving titles to Becky and Charlotte, but Vince is gone, and this is still happening. I can't see Triple H choosing the same 4 or 5 women over and over again. I can't see it. Because we got Io Sky as champion, even though it's kind of getting like stale as fuck. But Becky, bro, shit's fucking sad, man. Shit's sad as fuck. Becky just puts me to sleep, bro. Becky does nothing for me. I don't care for Becky. I don't want her as champion. We don't want her as champion. You should have gave it to Liv Morgan. That was a story within itself. You could have gave it to Liv Morgan. She could have carried that title until Rhea came back, and Rhea could have reclaimed her title against Liv Morgan. That would have put another title on Liv Morgan's status. But you choose Becky. And Liv Morgan is once again in second place. You could have gave it to Nia Jax. Nia Jax was another popular choice to win that title. But you don't want to do that. Why are they so afraid to choose other women? They're so afraid, bro. This is why the division, at least for the women, lacks so much depth. And speaking of lacking depth, of divisions, the tag team division. Why do we need to break up Imperium tonight? By the way things looked. Do you see how Ludwig Kaiser viciously attacked Giovanni Vinci? We need tag teams. You have two tag team divisions. Two tag team divisions on Raw and SmackDown. You really think you have enough credible tag teams to win those newly designed tag team championships? Let's take a look at it for a second. You got DIY, who lost tonight, who should not have lost. DIY should not have lost. Awesome Truth should have been transitional champions. DIY lost. You're breaking up Imperium. You have Alpha Academy? Please. Viking Raiders aren't there because Eric isn't back. Ivar's by himself. Creed Brothers, they're cool in ring, but they're generic as fuck. You have Legado, Final Testament, The Pride, Grayson Waller, Austin. You have these tag teams, but none of them are credible tag team champions. A lot of them aren't, and that's just the truth. New Catch Republic, they're a cool tag team, but they're not hot right now. You have ultimately taken away another tag team from that division that you solely need. For what? Shock value? Oh my God, Ludwig Kaiser betrayed Giovanni Vinci. This is not, I didn't feel like doing a review. I just feel like doing a rant. Because at this point, I feel like with Becky as champion and with us losing another tag team and one tag team losing that should have won tonight, that does nothing for me. That makes me lose interest. Boring as fuck, bland as fuck, generic as fuck. That's it for me. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop watching the product, but for Raw tonight, I couldn't watch the show fully through. Now, granted, Gable's heel turn with Alpha Academy, it's a little interesting. Jey Uso against Damian Priest. We know who's gonna win that. Jey Uso ain't win no world title. They don't see him as a world title contender. This doesn't make sense, bro. Becky should not have won that title. And it frustrates me that we're still in this same cycle of women, even post Vince McMahon era. It's crazy. It shouldn't be this way. But I just came out here to rant because that was my frustration with this show. The show for me gets a 4 out of 10. If you want to know my rating for it, 4 out of 10. Maybe I'll do a SmackDown review this week, depending on how the show goes, but I'm definitely not doing a Raw review. All right. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I may start doing music reactions soon. I think I said that before, but yeah, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.